November 3rd, 1939. This is our 10th episode anniversary, so this is going to be kind of a bit longer. In purple, we have British armies. In green, we have French armies. And in orange, we have Dutch armies. So, yes, we have the British first, the Dutch second, and the French seventh, covering the remaining lines in the Netherlands. They are opposed by the 6th Panzer Division, 6th Panzer, the 9th Infantry, which is a decent-sized force. It's a pretty large force. And at the same time, they have to deal with the German 5th Army. They also have to deal with the 10th, the German army down here. Now the French 7th has to deal with 2 armies, so they don't really like this arrangement. The 9th attacks the 28th, and the 10th attacks the morning the 29th. At this point, the French 7th is literally collapsing. So they decided to pull off a large-scale retreat, freezing their positions on the afternoon of the 29th. So the afternoon of the 29th. With it, the 9th and 10th armies gained positions. Regain positions. Obviously, though, now the 10th finds itself in a much better position. Both in a decent position. But the only Panzer Corps makes a drive to the British and Dutch forces, along with the 5th Army. But on this drive doesn't work. The 9th Army continues its advance to the 31st. There's the 31st. And 31st, they continue the advance. And that the French 7th, by now, is miserably weak. At this point, you might as well not even need army anymore. The 9th is still fighting in the field. Still fighting, but then again, it doesn't really need to get used after all. Fighting up against a weaker opponent. At this point in the week, they can't really hold any defense. The French 7th is discussing whether or not they should retreat to North Belgium. Back into Belgium. But the Dutch don't want to. The British don't want to abandon the Dutch. They build fortifications south of the Dutch second. But then, French 7th collapses. The 9th and 10th armies is Russian. The Dutch 2nd Army holds further north. Even as they are officially cut off, and they're cut off from the radio communication, they still hold out. But at the same time, we're going to show cyan as Belgian armies. They had the 3rd, the 4th Belgian armies, and the 6th Belgian army. At the same time, the heavily weakened 7th arrives with a little bit extra reinforcements, so it can hold the gap between, and along with the British 9th Army. The British 9th Army create a large defense into North Belgium. This is about 600,000 soldiers. Germans have about 200,000 here, so they could go on the offensive, which they definitely want to. But by now, the British and Dutch are already on the brink of collapse in their small pocket. On the 2nd, the Dutch 2nd makes its retreat. And is then weakened by the 9th Army's attacks. Which caused it to retreat further back towards British lines. At this rate, the Germans will have control of them by the end of the 5th. But this was hard. For the Germans, because they also had their offensive planned in the Saarland in 3 weeks. You're gonna look there. Pretty much it's the entire front. It's this entire front. I'm not sure when to change the plan this week. The entire front will now be attacking. In Belgium, there will be 2 thrusts. Another major one to the Saarland, another one in the east. This is to secure German dominance of northeastern Europe, but they won't be ready in time. Well, that's it for this week, viewers. Bye-bye.